Everybody, knock it off! Knock it off! Stop hounding him! Ha 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 ha! Woo!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Age of Extinction HOUND. Well, not this HOUND, because this is the Voyager that we reviewed a while back, but what we're actually going to be reviewing is this guy right here. This is the knockoff Upscaled Age of Extinction HOUND. And here is your first size comparison right here, and you can see they beefed him up a little bit. See right there, quite a bit bigger than the original Voyager right there. Detail-wise, all the molded detail that is on the Voyager is replicated on the knockoff. You can see everything that's supposed to be there is there. Some differences in the paintwork. On this side, you have the word Okosh on the side door, whereas you have an Autobot symbol right there. You have the word Spearhead right up there, where you don't have anything there. On the other side, again, you have Okosh. Over here, you have A2715, whatever that means, and there's no numbering there. And on the back, for some reason, they put flames on the back, and there's nothing back here. They did paint in the taillights, whereas on the original Voyager, they didn't. So you have that. They did paint in the rims here on the wheels, whereas on the original Voyager, they didn't paint them in, they just left them black. So that's a nice little addition right there. The cab is die-cast, so there's some metal in this guy, so he does feel quite nice. It has a nice little heft to him. You can see the original Voyager has the clear, transparent windshield, whereas the knockoff has more of an amber, transparent windshield. It's a bit scratched up too, but oh well. It's a knockoff. But there you go. You can see on the Voyager they did have the orange right there in the headlights, whereas on the knockoff they're both painted in silver, but for the most part, everything that's supposed to be there is there. The paintwork, the silver paintwork is a little off in some places. You can see here, they didn't really get all that silver paint on there. They got some green paint just kind of splotched around up here. And, you know, over here, they didn't really paint in the whole thing. But again, it's a knockoff. I don't expect it to be perfect, so. Then again, I don't expect anything to be perfect, but. There you have that, just so you have your very first comparison right there between the knockoff and the original Voyager. And for another comparison, here he is with Deluxe Bumblebee from Age of Extinction. And I think that works a lot better. I think that's definitely much better in scale there with the Voyager Bumbles, the Bumblemeister. And here he is with the Leader Class Prime. So you can see how they scale with each other. And I think that works pretty well also. I think that does scale a bit better with the Leader Prime. Right there. So there you have that. The wheels are a little wobbly on mine. You can see they kind of want to weeble wobble around. They don't lock into place super secure. I mean, once you're planted down, I mean, it's fine. You know, he rolls as rolling things should. So there you go. Of course, he does come with his bounty of weapons. So you have the triple-barreled Gatling guns of murder justice right here, which is just an upscaled version of the original, with some extra gold on it, so it does pop and looks quite nice. But same mold right there. He does include these two guns right here, which are the same as the ones that come with the Voyager. Again, just upscaled, and with some gold paint added. The gold paint on this is done pretty well. It's a little bit sloppy. They kind of slop some gold right there. On this one, they definitely needed a second coat. It's very, very light. On this side, it looks fine, but on this side, it's like they forgot to paint it. But again, same mold. So you get two of those, and of course these have the little flip-out handles, which are very stiff on this one. So he has those two guns right there. And he has these two guns, which again are just upscaled versions of the ones that came with the Voyager. Same mold. Right there. So he has two of those. And he has his knife right there, which again, same mold as the original Voyager. So he has that. He does have the 2 guns that store in his shins in robot mode. You can see I still have them stored right there just because it's kind of a pain in the butt to try to get them in while he's in alt mode, but I'll show those off when we actually get to robot mode. And there you go. And everything stores the same. You have the 2 tabs right here and this tab right here. That will go into these slots right here and this slot right there. So you just line everything up and just push that in. Go. That tab's in nice and secure. And you take the gun, it just slots in to that notch right there. Just like that. Tab this one in right there like that. And these 2 guns, these tabs right here, just go into these slots right here on the side of the gun. So you just take those, you push them in, and you push them in. And everything tabs on here very securely, actually a bit more securely than on the Voyager. And the knife you just store on either one of these 2 ports. Now this is, oops, as I drop it. Now this is quite tight getting in. So I don't force it. That's pretty much as far as I can get it. And unfortunately it does hang a little bit lower than the tires. So it kind of keeps him from rolling a little bit. Keeps that back wheel from kind of hooking up there. Gonna have to push it down. But yeah, everything stores just like on the original Voyager. And somebody is at the door. I will be right back. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was the mailman with the package. So where was I? Oh yeah, you do get instructions right here. Creativity, which not really because you just took an existing mold and blew it up, but okay. And this is not Age of Extinction. This is Century of Deformation, brought to you by the Fantastic Four. I don't know. Anyway, so anyway. Let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let us remove all of the guns here. Look at all those guns. Yes. So let's get all this off. Put this off to the side. Get. There we go. And of course, this transforms exactly like the Voyager. Let me raise this up a little bit so I have room to operate. Just want to come back here and split all this. I did have a tab that broke. On mine, there's supposed to be a tab that interlocks with these 2 tabs, and you can see it actually broke off, and it's kind of stuck in there now. It's a knockoff, so I ain't upset about it. You know, when I buy knockoffs, I expect something to break, so, you know, it never makes me mad. But anyway, you just want to split that open right there. And then this section right here will just unpeg from the side. And then this section right here just untabs like that. I just take all this, swing that out to the side. Same thing over here. All of that came untabbed on its own. And then just unpeg that. Take that, swing that out like that. And you come under here and just rotate this whole panel with the head. Just bring all this up. That'll swing around. Sit on top of the cab. Take this panel, flip it up. Pick this panel, flip that up. Right there. And then you take these side bits right here, and these clips will go over the side view mirrors. Those. Push that in, and tabs in nice and secure like. I'm going to raise up a little bit more, because he's a bit tall. Excuse me. Right there. We'll work on the lower body. For now, you take the waist section here, which is on a double hinge. Just take it and just shift it forward like that. Rotate the feet down like that, and then you take the arms and you just untab this section right here, which tabs in very securely. Tab that back in. Swing the arm down, rotate it so the elbows are oriented properly. Second best, same as the first. Just undo that. Rotate that down. Rotate the bicep swivel. And we're basically done. Are we done? Oh, yep. Oh yeah, and the wheels you want to push in, kind of did it. When I clipped in the side bits, it pushed the wheels in, but yeah, those wheels you want to push them in. And yeah, I think we're done. We are done. So there you go. There you have the upscaled Hound in his robot mode, and you know, looks like the Voyager, just a bit bigger. So we'll get in close here on the head sculpt. The head sculpt, if I can get this camera positioned properly here. Head sculpt, again, very nicely done. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but there are kind of some paint chips in there, and you know, looks like it's a bit weathered. Don't know if that was intentional or if it's just that sloppy, but I'm gonna just assume it's intentional. He is an old war vet, so you know. And of course, the main difference you can see is he does have his cigar right here, and it is a soft plastic, like a rubbery plastic. I don't know why people, for some reason, made a big deal about me actually saying rubber. People were like, oh my god, EmGo said rubber! Yeah, and I don't, whatever. But anyway, yeah, soft plastic, rubber, whatever you want to call it, it can wiggle around. But, yeah, he has a cigar, which is pretty cool. And, yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, everything that is on the Voyager is on this. He does have his little soft, you know, his forearms here are made out of that soft plastic, like the chain gun ammo right there. They did actually paint it in with some silver, which looks pretty nice. Right there. And yeah, very nicely done for a knockoff, in my opinion. Right there. So there you go. You can't give him all of his weapons, of course, if you want him to hold these guns. He can hold these guns. If you want him holding these guns, he can hold these guns. If you want him to hold the knife, he can hold the knife. If you want him to hold this triple-barreled Gatling gun, you can just rotate this down this hinge, push it up, flip that around. There you go. You can hold that. His elbows are loose. As you can see, he can't really hold up the gun. It just kind of droops. Unfortunately, I don't know if I could tighten that up with some floor polish. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I really care enough to try, but it's a knockoff. But of course, you can't store everything, just like on the Voyager. You can flip these down. You have the pegs on either side, which will plug into the ports under his arms right here. And these actually peg in way more securely than on my Voyager. On my Voyager, if you looked at these guns the wrong way, they would fall off. On these, they actually hold in very... Oops. Stand up. These actually hold in very securely. I can actually knock them around a little bit before they fall out. So these plug on very securely. These guns just tab in right there, which is basically where they were in alt mode. You can take the knife, plug it into his chest right there. And you can take the big triple-barreled Gatling gun and put it onto his back right there, if you wish. So, it's cool that you can't store everything on him. Oh yeah, and he does have the guns right here that store on the insides of his shins right there, just to show those off. Which you can see is the same as the Voyager version, just a bit bigger. So there you go. That was just storing his shins. So yeah, I always loved this figure because I love that everything, you know, everything has a place to go. Although it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get this back in. There we go. So you have that. Articulation is the same as Voyager. You do have your head rotation. The beard is, you know, a soft plastic, so it will kind of flex a little bit. So that's without breaking anything. The arms can do a full 360, in and out. Bicep swivel. You do have a double jointed elbow there, so you actually have good range of movement there. You do have a swivel, but due to the way all this is molded, I mean, there is some give to it, but I wouldn't go too far because you might risk, you know, tearing that. Waist swivel, legs can go forward that much. They can only go back that much. That's pretty much it. Outward movements. Just take the gun out. Outward movement, there you go. You can do the full splits. You do have a thigh swivel. 90 degrees of knee bend, and you have some toe tilt right there. So same articulation as the Voyager. So there you have that. Now full comparison. Here he is with Deluxe Bumblebee. See how he scales there with the Bumblebee. And I think that works pretty well, if you ask me. And here he is with Leader Prime. We'll put him on this side here. You can see there how he scales with Leader Prime. And that looks pretty good, to me anyway. I don't remember how they scaled in the movie because I haven't seen it in a while, but to me anyway, it looks pretty good. You know, he's almost Leader class sized. And here he is with the original Voyager. So you can see the differences there. Obviously, they added some extra silver paint here on his chest. Did they add any other paint to him? On his body? I don't think so. The knees are painted on this one as well. The waist, you know, they just added that extra silver like on the forearms there. But yeah, again, everything that's supposed to be there is there. Just that extra silver on his chest, from what I can see. So yeah, there you go. You can see how much. Hey, don't you go, man. Jeez, you stay, man. You stay. This one does the same thing. Like, for some reason, this figure is like oddly balanced. But there you go. Just so you can see how they beefed them up a bit there. So yeah, there you have it. But yeah, all in all, it's a nice knockoff. For being a knockoff, it's a well done knockoff. I mean, he has some loose joints. I mean, he can hold his arms up without, you know, a gun in it. But you know, the second you put a gun in his hand, it's like. Oh, and you can if you want. I'll show this off because why not? Did I say why not? You can take all of his guns here. And you can make the BFG of Murder, Death, Justice. Just like you can on the Voyager. You just take these two guns. You plug them together. Plug the knife in there and make the bayonet. You just plug these right there to the underside of the Gatling gun. Then you take these guns, plug them in to those guns, like that. And they just tab in on either side here. And you have the BFG of Murder, Death, Justice. With a bayonet, as if all the guns wasn't enough. So there you go. And he can hold that right there. Now he definitely can't hold this up. That's just no. That's way too much weight for him. But there you go. But yeah, again, like as far as knockoffs go, it's a very good knockoff. Like I said, I like that there's die cast in him, so he does have a bit of heft to him. You know, some loose joints. I had that one tab that snapped on mine, but you know, it's a knockoff, so I forgive stuff like that. You know, whenever I buy these knockoffs, I don't expect them to be perfect because, you know, they're knockoffs. So, if anything, I expect something to break. So, if it does happen, I'm like, well, knockoff. But all in all, he's actually a very well done knockoff, and you know, I feel like he does scale better with the rest of your Age of Extinction toys. So if you're a scale nut, this will definitely, I think this definitely looks better on the shelf with the other Age of Extinction toys. And very cool. So, yeah, I picked this up from sirtoys.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description if you're interested in it. And, yeah, there you go. And, of course, if you want some official Age of Extinction merchandise, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below. And you can also check out my knockoff Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below. So check that out. Oh, one more thing I should do. I know people are probably going to nail me to a cross if I don't show this off. There he is with the my oversized Grimlock and my oversized strafe here. There you go. I almost forgot. There you go. That's how he looks with the big Dinobots. There you go. I almost forgot. I just avoided 1,000 comments. Shut up! Shut up! Stupid Godzilla. There you go. So anyway, as usual, don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the knockoff Upscaled Transformers Age of Extinction Hound, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face! Hound! Yes, sir. I need your tactical expertise against these Decepticons. What do you recommend? Well, I say we run in there and we kill stuff. Really? Yes. We just run in there and kill stuff. Yes, sir. That's the best plan you've got. Yes, sir. Run in there and kill stuff. It's worked for me so far. Kind of crude, isn't it? Crude but effective. Okay, we'll run with it. But if we kill something we're not supposed to, no pizza bagels for you. But Pram! Hey, that's my line!